Right, hello, hopefully we get some people on. I can stream for about an hour today, I think. And I've also filmed a video that will go on later. So if you're watching this back at 6 PM UK time today, so that might be different, slightly different times in different time zones, depending on like daylight savings and things like that. There'll be a gas mask video that I got filmed today. Because as I said, now I don't work Mondays, I can actually get content made on Mondays, which is nice. Right, self-portrait taken is very easy, so let's do that one first. So middle mouse button I want to do to there we go, yeah. I know my film roll's free, I don't full, I don't care. No, at least let me take a picture. Right, that's that one done. So there was one for killing flying birds, wasn't there, and another similar one for carcasses broken down, so if I get any crows and small birds I can do that. I'm good, Justin, thanks. I had a doctor's appointment earlier that I'd sort of been dreading for a while, but I needed to have it done, and that's gone really well, which is good. I won't go into it on here, but it's one of those things that, you know, I was glad it went alright and everything. So other than that, I'm good. But as I said, I don't work Mondays now, which is actually really nice for me, because it means I can actually get more YouTube stuff done. So I've got a video. It's only a short filmed earlier on a gas mask type video, one that I've not done before. So not the mask itself, but like what I was actually testing in the video. So what's quite good is it will be the first time people have seen a thing like this, at least on my channel, and I'm hoping that because I've done it as a short, it might get more views, because YouTube seems to promote those more than actual videos now. Because it's one of those videos that doesn't need a lot of waffling, you know. The point I wanted to get across could be made in a minute, so that's that anyway. Is that fallen in a place where I can't pluck it very well? Yeah, exactly. And most Mondays when I don't have a doctor's appointment or whatever, I can have a bit of a lay-in as well. Like I said today, I had to have a doctor's appointment, but at least that went really well. Like all the things I wanted to cover, we checked off. And I'm now booked in with an appointment to see a specialist for the thing I was sort of interested in. Like I said, I won't go too much into that on public stream, but it's one of those things I don't mind telling people individually, but I won't say it on the public thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I suppose if it's the better thing for you, then it's the better thing, isn't it? Alright, that's one of the birds I can break down, isn't it? Break down. Don't need form on it. Yeah, I suppose that's a good thing about it. As in aliens. I think there's an alien Easter egg somewhere in the single player, but not the multiplayer. Because there's like ghost Easter eggs as well in the single player. Because I think there's a UFO you can see in this game, and like if you go to a specific place at a certain point in the single player, like for that one time only, you'll see a UFO, you know, like flying off or something. So yeah, weirdly this game does have greys to an extent, or at least some sort of aliens. It's one of those crossover Easter eggs they've done with Grand Theft Auto, where it's like to do with like some weird cult. It's a piss take of that cult where everybody killed themselves. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm trying to think of what the actual proper name for it is. Is it Heaven's Gate, the real one? But it's like there's lots of references to in both GTA and this. Nah, Justin, I've been saving my money recently. I've got a really nice drone that Hype sent me as a gift, so I'll be hopefully getting some footage filmed of that tomorrow. I've tested it inside a couple of times, and it's very easy to control. And I tested the SD card I got for it works properly, and it does, so I recorded a bit of footage just in my house. But I'm hoping tomorrow or Wednesday to take it out in a backpack, because where I live I'm so close to an airfield, you can't legally fly drones outside, or, you know, not above a certain height, so it'd be a bit boring if I did it near my house. But what I'm hoping to do is, one of the days this week when I'm walking the dogs, is put the drone out to fly, you know, and get some good footage then. Is that too far away to do that? I might even be out of repeater range. Oh well. I think I'm still moving. There we go. My drone certainly couldn't probe anyone. All it's just, you know, like a regular camera type one. But I'm saying it does seem very nice so far. It's just going to be a case of, like I say, getting an opportunity to fly it in a couple of cool places. But what is cool now is obviously any time I go out somewhere that might be cool to film the drone, I can always put it in a backpack and you know, get some footage. Can I get up there with my horse? Or is that too steep? Ah, there we go. Alright, where did that vulture go down, or whatever it was I shot? Condor, or whatever it was. Oh, right over there. Don't know if I even needed to go up this cliff anyway. I might have just gone down on the other side of it. I know it is on that little ledge. But, okay, hopefully I can stop there. Yep, there we go. That was a combo. Right, Dylan. Yeah, I might as well do a mission for Shaky while I'm over here. I think it's Shaky, isn't it? It's that over here. Yeah.
There's no stopping you. Seems that way, at least. Hope I haven't jinxed you. You did a good job last time I heard.
Well, destroy supplies is an easy one. What does the actual star next to it mean? Oh, does that mean other players can interfere with it? Oh, we'll do just a regular one.
All right.
Not sure.
Now I've been learning about these captains of industry. and we'll
Alright,
get
that's
what I
excellent,
want.
Justin. I've got some really nice walking boots actually at the moment. They're like commercial ones, but they were massively reduced around the time of Christmas.
As you know,
So I basically bought them in advance and used some relatives' Christmas money for them. You know, they were ones down from like 200 quid to I think about 60 quid or something.
God's truth.
So I use them whenever I'm walking anywhere that's like not welly muddy enough, but you know, walking anywhere that's rough ground, uneven terrain, that sort of thing.
Taking out the rest of the competition. Starting with these fools, Del Lobos. They got a big stockpile out at Rascaler Fort. Maybe you could go destroy it for me. Let me have a little, I think they call it a monopoly on the arms trade here. I would like that a lot. I would.
But yeah, so for the people that weren't on the start of the stream, there's a gas mask video on today at 6 PM UK time, so whatever that is in your local time zones. Could have just put it in cinematic mode, couldn't I, to ride, but oh well. I'll do that now. Weirdly, it took me hours and hours and hours of playing Red Dead 2 to learn that you could actually do this. You know, set a waypoint, start your horse moving, and then go into cinematic mode, and it would actually just auto-ride there without you having to do anything. Not too far away now, I think. Yeah. Go back into regular view mode. Shall we use a shotgun for a bit of a laugh along with the repeater rifle? Somebody on the other side of the wall there.
I'm gonna keep your ears on it.
Oh, I've got reinforcements. Oh, there's one. Should have been paying more attention, shouldn't you? Again, it'd be much simpler just to use my rifle, but I quite enjoy shotguns in this game.
You were one sorry dead man.
Yeah, let's just take a bit of a healing item. There we go. And should we just go with the Evans repeater to finish him off? Right, Nick. I was saying to the other people I had my doctor's appointment today that I needed to get done, and that went quite well for the most part, so that's good. Alright, Rajiv. So yeah, I won't go all into the doctor's appointment now, but the good thing is they went over my blood test results with me first, and they were like, no cancers, I'm not diabetic and any of that stuff. You know, liver and kidney function is still good. So despite all the problems I do have, all of the blood test results at least were really good, and then I'm booked in for another appointment to see a specialist regarding one of the other things I wanted to see the doctor about. Like I said, I won't go into it on a public stream, but it's quite interesting. I quite like the repeating shotgun, although I think the better shotgun is just the semi-auto one, isn't it, in terms of, I don't actually have it equipped at the moment on my horse, so I have to re-get it about. You know, but saying the one I quite like is the semi-auto, like the Browning, old Browning shotgun. Yeah, well, the thing about my kidneys and liver is, Nick, that apparently, and I didn't know this, and it was one of those things I only found out when I saw a really good nurse the other week, is some of the medication I'm on can actually, in the long run, damage your kidneys and liver, so I'm meant to have blood tests regularly, and I've never been told that before. So it's like, oh, that's good to know, isn't it? You know, medication I've been on for years can actually be detrimental to your health if it's not checked up on regularly, and nobody had been checking up on it since COVID. But yeah, thankfully nothing bad actually was going on in regards to that, but it's just one of those annoying things that you think, you know, somebody's dropped the ball there. No, you didn't. That's interesting, Joshua. Some of my family are Irish, but again, it's that sort of thing where you don't see enough of your extended family, sadly, at least not we don't, you know, to see them very often. Yeah, well, I have to sometimes tell doctors I can't have aspirin or ibuprofen if they try and give me that, even if I'm in a hospital, you know, they try and give it you as a painkiller. Because where I've got ulcerative colitis, that can make that worse, because it causes more internal bleeding, because it's a blood thinner. But it's, again, one of those annoying things, like, yeah, where it should be on my medical notes, but a lot of doctors just don't look it up, you know, they just assume you can have it. And I know people as well that have had allergies like that, you know, where they actually have proper allergies that can kill them to certain medications. So, you know, they can be prescribed certain things, but not others. I think my mum might actually be allergic to it. It might be penicillin. It's one of those, but she literally can't have it because it can kill her. But she can have, you know, some of the other antibiotics. But again, it's one of those things where sometimes they won't. Oh, what's the fucking horse doing? Did it see a snake? So I wasn't riding it too hard, was I? That's weird. No, I just don't know from its stats why it was. Yeah, Mike has gout, or gets gout now and again. Oh, there's a moonshine thing, let's go do that. Oh, why is the horse fucking constantly throwing me off? What's going on with it? There's not a snake nearby, why is it doing that? Is it glitched or something? Because I'm normally only used to the horses throwing you if you go near a predator, or, you know, like you sort of abuse them. I don't know what's going on with the horse. Well, like I said, the weird thing is, my doctors, weirdly, like I said, I had like no contact with almost any medical things since COVID. Then recently, when I've had some appointments, they've actually been really good at, like, you know, referring me to the next sort of person I have to see regarding something, if that makes sense. So, you know, I went from a position of, like, nothing was getting done about anything, to seeing one person, even if they weren't the right doctor, they immediately would book me an appointment to see the right sort of person. Which surprised me, because, like I said, I'm so used to, you know, having stuff where it's like, oh, here's your problem, okay, bye. Yeah, my GP's good, and I've had my GP for years, and luckily my GP is one that's, like, you know, still working at the same surgery for, like, decades, whereas, like, a lot of the GPs I've had there have, you know, a lot of the doctors have moved to different surgeries or retired or whatever. I'm going to try and remember how good slugs are. So if I go to slugs, can I hit people at this distance with a slug? I can't remember how good they are in this game. If I dead-eye with a poison, I can't dead-eye for that range. Okay, so it is kind of limited on range. But yeah, slugs are good. Oh, he's bleeding out. Poor revenue agent. The main issue I've had with doctors before in the past has been when I'll see a specialist about something, say like my ulcerative colitis. Like the consultant or the specialist is like obviously very well trained in it, because that's like their individual bit of the medical profession. They'll prescribe you something or recommend an action, and then you'll get you know, like another doctor that says, oh, I don't think you should be on that prescription or whatever. So it's like one of those things. That's the problem that I've had before with certain doctors, you know, like they think they know more than the actual specialists, where at least when I saw my GP today, the stuff he couldn't do himself, he's instantly referred me now to a specialist, you know, in the exact thing I need to see. Advance where? Right, Big Mac? Not a pat anyway, and alright Martha? Raining at the moment, was sunny earlier, but I'm not walking the dogs today, so it's alright. Yeah, to be honest, I prefer it when we get a bit of rain now and then than it being constantly sunny or, like, you know, constantly rainy. Because when you get a bit now and then, it keeps all the, like, the grass green outside. It doesn't get too muddy. But, you know, it's that sort of good balance. It's good for crops. That's a daily thing done, isn't it, for the red sage? Yep. Let's go see what that bonfire is over there. Might just be a player camp or something. Oh, my horse isn't kicking me off now, that's good. I have no idea what was going on there with the horse before. It was like it was near a snake, but it wasn't. Must have just glitched or something. Yeah, exactly. Especially because, like, where I work, it can be quite pleasant working there in the hot weather. Is that a player's camp or is it something else? It's being people raided by bandits. But yeah, the problem is, like saying where I work, is on days that are alright temperature, it can be really pleasant working there. On hot days, the building just traps the heat horribly, and you know it just becomes awful. All right, it's people getting raided. Let's use the shotgun. I have slugs in this. Should be doing more damage than that. Right, I'll look at the chat in a minute when I finish these guys off. I don't get how those guys are shaking off slugs. Whatever. But yeah, I'd hate to be somewhere where it like either rains all the time or then gets really dry. But yeah, thankfully, I mean the UK is one of those places where it actually just rains a lot full stop. But oh, I'm rank 357 now. Look, like the revolver cartridge, Magnum cartridge. Although that's more modern than Old West. But yeah, that's how much I've stupidly played this game. Like I said. Because, like I said, this is just quite a fun game to just play and relax, even if it's about murdering people a lot of the time. I wouldn't think a jacket would stop a slug, but I suppose it's probably a black... Oh, it's fucking doing it again. I wonder what's up the horse. Is it that the gunshots are scaring it? Right, is it going to behave now? No, what the fuck is going on with it? There's something glitching with this horse. They don't normally act like that in this game. I normally never have an issue with them whatsoever. I've heard of something, if this is the idiot that did the thing of like breaking into people's houses or whatever it was to do prank videos or whatever it is, I hope he gets a fucking big fine. But yeah, I generally dislike TikTok. I wouldn't have a problem with like the video platform as a thing, it just seems like a lot of it is filled with absolute idiots. All the most popular content is like idiotic shit. You know, like where the people doing those eat something poisonous challenges have just got people killed. Those Zoomers apparently don't know not to eat things that are poisonous. Yeah, I suppose at least you can take multivitamins, can't you, Rajiv? But yeah, vitamin D is one of those interesting ones that... Is it going to kick me again? What? I don't know what's going on with the horse. But yeah, because apparently, like, the vitamin D amount they reckon you should have now is much higher than you'd naturally get anyway. They think they found that out during COVID. Like, you know, for your immune system to be working properly, you need absolutely loads of vitamin D. Alright, stables, vehicles. I'm going to get the bounty wagon out, seeing as the horse is being stupid. You at least can't get kicked off the bounty wagon. Anyway, I'm going to go towards that thing while it's going on. Yeah, I know it's not the same, but I was just saying, yeah, that's one of those things. But I suppose you probably have less of a risk of skin cancer, don't you? So I suppose that's the upside to that. Alright. If I had my horse, I'd have just got the, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'd have just got my Kakano out, but oh well. Let's do it with a shotgun and a repeater rifle. It's not in great condition, is it? Let's polish this up again. At least the repeater rifles in this actually do have a decent range on them. It's just obviously they lose more damage over range than the bolt actions with bolt machine gun. Yeah, I only just noticed this now I've got more into firearms cartridges, that nearly all the guns in this are obviously black powder cartridges, which makes sense of the timeline. But like you can see the sparks and the smoke that comes out of all the guns when you shoot them. Yeah, it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Online for it. It's a multiplayer. Maxim gun them to death, because that's more fun. Turn them into mulch. Yeah, ain't much left of him after being Maximed, is there? Yeah, I suppose if that was the only gun you could afford and it worked, then it worked, didn't it? Like, obviously, a musket wouldn't be very accurate, and it was much slower to reload than early cartridge firearms, but it's still a gun. Alright, let's dismiss the wagon, get my horse back, and see if it actually, I'll use a different horse in case that's going to behave better. Do I have to dismiss the wagon first? I can't remember. Yeah. Stables, vehicles, owned vehicles, bounty wagon, dismiss. There you go. I can call my, what's in. But yeah, you can get in this, like, the really old rifles, like, you can have, like, the percussion cap, like, the Navy revolver's a percussion cap one, because you can see on the back, look, it's percussion cap, although when you reload it, I think it's, like, the weird cartridge conversion, where it shoots the percussion cap, but then you're meant to essentially be loading a bullet into it, if that makes sense, like a pre-made cartridge, like probably a paper cartridge or whatever. Now, the thing is, I don't really like GTA Online. The problem was with this game is because there weren't any really microtransactions, you know, there weren't like the shark card equivalents, there's gold. But as you can see, I've got 443 gold bars, and that's after spending loads of it. So it was one of those games where you could make the money so easily in it. Rockstar abandoned the online because of the fact that people weren't paying them like real-world money for the fucking in-game currency, because you can just make so much by just, you know, playing the game, essentially. Have I done the bird one yet? No, still need to get one more bird. Yeah, that's too far away for that. Right, let's change this, or clean it up first. Let's change this shotgun at camp to the actual repeating shotgun. This is a repeating shotgun, I mean like the semi-auto shotgun, the Browning. And let's get the Carcano out for now. Lancaster's a really good repeater, isn't it? It's just a Winchester. It's like the best all-round repeater. Let's just use this for a bit, but let's swap that for the Carcano. So I like the Carcano. Let's relocate our camp. Camp and properties, camp, size and location, small camp. Let's do Bayou Noir. There's not any British muskets. The only, like, muskety kind of gun in the game, it's actually a rifle, but, you know, like, that era of gun, is, I can show you it, it's the, oh, what's it called? It's not the rolling block, it's the other one, the Springfield rifle. So it's not a musket because it's a rifle, but it's still a percussion cap gun, so it would be loaded like a musket. You know, you drop the cartridge in from the top, and then you'd put the percussion cap on the bit where the hammer is, so it ignites via a spark, you know, being done by a percussion cap, but it's got like a pre-made like paper cartridge or very basic metal cartridge. Right, we want to do camp. Favourite game ever? Probably Oddworld's Abe's Exodus. Oddworld Abe's Exodus, even. Crips and some supplies.
got another job for you, partner. I mean, I know, strictly speaking, you're still my boss, but I like to think we've always had a pretty flat hierarchy, right? Right. So, could you just go collect some more preserving supplies for me? I just ran out again.
Which one's the weapon locker at, if I can actually do that at the moment? Because there is actually a weapon locker, isn't there, at the camp? That's the one I want to use to change my gun properly. Might be I can't do it on a mission anyway. But... Ah, weapon locker, there we go. So I want to get out the semi-auto shotgun, don't I? There we go. If it's one I don't have, then unfortunately it's a bit hard to do a video on it. I've done one on one US diaphragm mask that I've got, but I don't think it was that one. I think it might have been a Mark III. Again, it's been ages since I've looked at it, so I can't actually remember which mask it was. I think it might have just been an M3 diaphragm mask over at school. So I know with the US it's confusing as well, because the Navy and the Army have different, like, series of masks, don't they? Oops. Oh dear. See, this horse, I just did that to it and it's not throwing me up. Whereas the other one's just going ape shit all the time. Hopefully there's not gators where I want to cross. Oh shit, there's gators and I've been knocked off my horse. Right, I'm just going to brisk swimming across and damaging my gun's condition, as that always happens. Annoyingly, this is like the worst place in the game for ruining the gun's condition by just walking through water. The guy doesn't seem very concerned. I'm just wandering up to him with a Browning auto shotgun. Yeah, weirdly, Pat, the thing is, if it's an older mask, the trade regulations shouldn't apply to them, but the problem is a lot of sellers still won't sell them because they think they do. It's that kind of problem. Like, they'll say it's an ITAR restricted item when it's not. That kind of thing. Swap the Kakana if I've got it out for the, have I got the Springfield on me? Yeah, Springfield rifle. So yeah, this is the only one that's like a really old, you know, like musket kind of gun. As in it's like a musket that's been converted to a rifle. Or an early rifle that, you know, still uses the percussion cap system. And if you watch the reloads, he's, it might even be breech loaded, I'm not sure actually. Oh yeah, it might actually just be breech loaded, the Springfield. But it has got the old percussion cap hammer on the side of it. Yeah, it looks like it's actually got like a trapdoor mechanism. So it might be like breech loading, like trapdoor loading, but just have the old percussion cap, like ignition system on it. I know like these Springfields are like a really old gun design. I'll look at it when I'm not on the mission. Oh, I used the shotgun. Okay. Hold still. There we go. I mean, sometimes you'll get the weird thing of YouTube where you get recommendations not for the thing you've searched for, but something similar. But what does annoy me of YouTube recommendations is all the stuff they recommend to me I'm clearly not interested in, but still keep shoving, you know, in my face. Oh, but the school kids might want to smoke, but like I said, he sounds like the sort of person that I would not, you know, feel sad if he got done for something. Because again, if it's like I'm breaking in, if it's basically I'm going to commit crimes and then do it on TikTok and pretend then it's okay, it's not a crime, no. Have you seen that video of that American TikToker that thinks like the police should treat him differently because he's a TikToker or whatever it is, and ends up getting roughed up quite badly by him because he keeps trying to resist arrest and that. He's lucky he didn't get shot, in all honesty. I don't want to say that, but you know what I mean. I was going to say something then that might got me in trouble, but you know, if you play stupid games, win stupid prizes, that was the sort of thing I was getting at. Ooh, flickering screen. No, censoring, look, the skinning animation, even though it shouldn't be. I think it's just weirdly done that when I picked it up in that exact spot. The only skinning animations that are censored in this game for some weird reason is when you skin wolves. I don't know why. But yeah, there's a couple of like, and again, there's some that are like different in the multiplayer than the single player. Like when the single player, like I think you cut a gator's head off when you skin it. In the multiplayer, you just like slit its belly, like in the animation. I can just stomp on a toad, can't I? And then I gives it a shit tier thing, but I was just going to break it down to parts anyway. There we go. What were some other daily challenges then? Trader, camp stews eaten, oh that's super easy. Look, for that one all I have to do is this. 3 times. No, what, do you mean something that like flashes a certain code so you know if somebody's on your side or not? One of those things. Because I know what you mean if you mean, I've forgotten the technical name for them, but like the IR flasher type thing. Is that what you mean?
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
Alright, is there an interesting enough mission to do? I think I've been on about 40 minutes, have my 50 minutes, so we'll see if I can get a mission done before I go off. I'll change the Springfield back to a better gun, like the Carcano. So, as much as some of the guns are cool to play with, there are guns that are just simply better, like the Carcano. Like most people, they are only ever going to use the bolt action or the Carcano, just because of the fact that, you know, they are bolt action rifles with internal magazines. Do I want to keep the shotgun for now? Or I might swap the shotgun for the Lancaster, you know, the Winchester equivalent. Just because that's like the all-round, kind of most rounded lever action in the game. Whereas some of the others are pretty good for, you know, like higher damage, slower fire rate or whatever. Skelding's contracts. Right, because I haven't done all of these, let's try one of these strong medicine, let's see what this is. Oh, is that the thing where, like, the outlines of the people, like we were saying, it makes outlines clear, because I've seen like weird things where they're like hybrid night visions that use thermals and stuff like that seem to do that. Let me Google it in a second, because it sounds interesting. Oh yeah, that is thermal. So it's a clip-on thermal for night vision that, yeah, does outlines based on thermal things. Yeah, so that's one of the things I was thinking of, but I haven't heard it called that before. I don't have the one that's like the baby in the pressure chamber kind of mask, but I have the Mickey Mouse one, as they called it in Britain, like the bright coloured one for kids. I've done a video on that before. Have I got the guns I want for this mission? Yes. Right. Follow Lee. I know my way through Blackwater, but okay, if the game wants me to follow him, why not? Some random person is messaging on Telegram. That's probably a scam account. Let me close Telegram and then go back to the game. I keep forgetting to close Telegram before this, because you get all the problems, like it's like WhatsApp, where you'll just get added by basically people that are like bot accounts. Yeah, annoyingly, my really nice next door neighbour that used to live next door before she died, she thought she had one of those, not in her house, but one of her relatives' houses, and she was going to give it me. But it ended up being like a thing she never managed to find. You know, like the baby kind of chamber with the bellows on it, that kind of one. Yeah, I'll shoot. Oh, so that's why the fireworks go off. They go off when you start this mission as like a noise distraction. It's not going to be difficult, it's going to be more fun when they realise I'm here. Oh, it's less reward for alerting them. Why? I'm going to murder all of them. It's being efficient. Oh, shit.
Don't send you to hell, mister.
Oh. That guy was actually pretty tough. Right, Right, I might use a health potion then. If the enemies are actually this tough. Where am I getting shot at from? Oh, it goes like that rock, I think. Yeah, I'm not trying to leave the mission area, I'm just getting my loot from the bodies. Yeah, I'll take him out then. You're telling me to keep up, you're the one behind. Like I said, I don't use TikTok at all. But, like I said, it just seems like a platform that's, even if it wasn't intended to be, it's just become really toxic. I must probably sound like a boomer, don't I? Like, kids today using TikTok, I use YouTube. What's the problem? You said take him out. That's what I'm doing. Just doing what I was told. Murderizing people. I wanted a proper shootout, like a western. Oh, they didn't hit, did they? Because they're all dead. I murderized them, as I said. I've not played Payday 2 in years. Payday 3 is coming out quite soon, isn't it? The problem I had with Payday 2 was like all the DLC creep it had, you know, where it was like they'd add more paid DLC, and then that stuff would be better than the stuff that was previously in the game, so that you were disadvantaged if you didn't get it, and then there'd be another pack, you know, that would rebalance the game again. Yeah, I don't care, mate. I just want to shoot people with my gun. Yeah, I know I've alerted the enemies. Oh shit, it has a knife. I've only got one knowledge left now. Right, I need to actually be careful then. Right, let's swap this, shall I? Because I'm going to be in closer combat. Actually, swap the Carcano for the shotgun. Right, no, I'll keep moving away now. Follow me in certain places. Alright, yes, give me... Oh, on the nose. And, see, repeating shotgun's meant to do the most damage, but I don't actually know if there is really much difference in it. Right, so I've got my repeater for the range, like the maximum ranges you sort of see in these streets, and I've got my shotgun for anybody up close that just rushes me with a knife. I do like how this guy's like, oh, we need to be all quiet, and it's just like, I'm going around like, bang, bang, bang. If I knew this was a stealth mission, I'd have taken the bow in the first place, because that would be quite fun as a sidearm, but I can't be asked to do it now. It's a bit like all gillied up, isn't it? Take him out or let him pass, your choice. Right, where's the patrol on the street? Oh, for fuck's sake, did he one hit kill me? Oh, I'll stay that horse. Guy's dumbass is using the post as cover where he can stuff.
Put a bullet in that bastard!
I told you to stay, stupid horse. Fireworks! I know that's not what I meant to be looking at, but still. Big crate of fireworks. So they magically just go through them. Why doesn't the horse understand the command to stay? Is it not letting me do it on this mission? Stay. No, okay. Horse will not stay. Yeah, I like Super Hot. It's an interesting like gameplay style, where obviously the enemies only move when you move. No, all gillied up, didn't have fireworks in the background. Did have a Ferris wheel, yeah. Is there a Ferris wheel here in Red Dead 1? I can't remember. Obviously Blackwater like is bigger in Red Dead 1 because this is set before Red Dead 1. Right, I guess I'm literally riding a shotgun now. Failed. Lee has died. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, I don't like this mission if the AI guy can die as well. Oh, let's try again. Oh, back here again. Fuck's sake. I'll tell you what. Come here, you stupid horse. I like how it doesn't blow our cover even though it's running straight through where all the enemies are.
Down to the water here. They're close, I can feel it.
Improved bow. With regular arrows. Right, that'll do. What's he doing? Oh, we're meant to be going this way? Okay. It's a different route than last time, isn't it? Yeah. Dead lighting's really nice in this game. And now he's going the other way again, fuck's sake. Right. And the bow is really fun in this, just it's an instant death machine. Oh dear. Oh, I can't go fight him yet, look. Can just do that. Fireworks stuff. Yeah, the bow's kind of a bit overpowered just because of the fact it simply nearly always one-hit kills people. Except that guy, he's tough, look. Literal pincushion. Right, let's hope this guy doesn't get killed this time and instantly game over me. You'd think at this point, if he knew we were being chased, he wouldn't be using his bow, he'd be using a rifle or whatever. Oh, he's actually going for a pistol, never mind. I'll just keep using dead eyes so I can kill the enemies before they can get shots on him, rather than trying to take him out, you know, properly. Right, hit a rock then. Luckily, it didn't destroy my wagon and fail the mission. I haven't played any of the Call of Duties in ages, actually. And I have a couple of the new ones, and apparently they've got quite good campaigns. But I've still not got around to playing the single player one. If that mission was up to me, I'd have just gone literally straight to that pier on horseback, taken the cart and just sprinted off with it, not do all that stealth stuff. Right, I'm pretty sure I've been streaming for over an hour now, so I'll say goodbye in a minute. Right, anyway, I'll call that a day for this stream. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And as I said, there's a gas mask video at 6 PM UK time today, so look out for that. I've done it as a short, so hopefully all the kids with not very much attention span will watch it more than my longer videos. Because apparently that's the thing now. It's gone from long-form videos being watched to really short ones.